Hey guys, and welcome back to another video at the Low Grade Hero. Now, today's topic, I am going to be talking about resellers. Resellers, comic book flippers, people who oversell comic books, overpricing comic books. Now, there's been a few instances where I've seen people sell books that are a lot cheaper than what they're going for double the price, or books that are reprints and shouldn't be selling for that price. So right off the bat, I want to mention that I did get my book that I traded for my Spider-Man 129. I did get in the mail at home. Obviously, I'm not home right now. I'm at a hotel in Northern California, so I won't be back home until Thursday. But I am excited to get that book. That's a book that I had before and had to sell, but I'm getting it back and so excited to have it, and I cannot wait to show you guys. But let's tackle this topic. So, right off the bat, I want to mention one thing that I saw on eBay last year. So last year I was, before I got this book, I was strolling on eBay and a bunch of other sites, but mainly eBay. And I was just looking around, whatever. And I scroll upon this page selling a Fantastic Four 48 True Believers reprint. Does anyone want to take a guess as to what the price was? $2? $4? $10? $20? $30? No. $777 for a reprint. And I'm not talking like a gold record reprint or, reprint from the 70s, 80s. I'm talking about a reprint that just was reprinted within the last like 3 years, 4 years. It blew my mind. And the eBay listing did not even specify that this was a reprint. It literally just says Fantastic Four 48, Ditko and, not Ditko, Kirby and, Stanley and all the names that were involved in that book. And no mention of it whatsoever. And that's where I have a problem. I mean, the price, yes, I have a problem with the price, but I have more problem them not putting in the details that this is a reprint. Because there are people out there that don't know what they're buying. There are people who may want to, someone who is into comic books mentioned that book, and a mother or a wife or a girlfriend or a husband or whatever, they look for that book on eBay, and they see it, and they're probably, oh, well, man, this book's going to be expensive, and they buy it, and the person gets it, and it's True Believers reprint for $777. That is downright wrong. That's something that should be frowned upon in not just comic books, but the selling world, like anyone who sells anything. Because you're selling a $2 book for $777. And that's not right. Because someone will if they don't know what they're buying, they will believe it as a original and buy it and think they have an original and end up being pissed off. And if I had bought a book that I didn't know was original and it was a reprint for that much, I would be beyond pissed. Who wouldn't, So, to anyone out there who doesn't know exactly what they're doing, just beware, do your research. Go Comics, Collect Go, that, Comic Link, whatever. Even my comic shop, I guess. I don't know. But do your research. Google is your best friend. YouTube is your best friend. And you will find out and not overpay for a reprint. Now, comic book flippers. People who solely collect comic books to make money and do not care about the actual book itself. Now, this has to do with the whole CGC, CBCS, PBX, or PGX, even that new company, Halo, or whatever. It's simply a money-making machine. Now, don't get me wrong. I do have CGC books. I did have a CBCS book in that Spider-Man 129, and bigger books. I don't mind having them slapped because that will conserve it pretty long. I mean, well over when I'm dead, and when I have children, they have their grandchildren. But when people do, like, submit those books simply for the resale value, it's just I can't see past that. Comic books are supposed to be read. You know, if you have to sell them, have a good reason. You know, like people sell their books now because they lost their jobs to this coronavirus, and that's totally understandable. You know, if you have to sell it because of something like that, that's totally understandable. I did it because I had to pay off a wedding and I had to pay off my wife's car accident, you know, and all that stuff. And that should be it. I mean, you should be able to keep your books, pass them down. I feel like that's the best way to do it. I mean, you know, people do it all the time. But there are people who simply get the book, flip it, and move on. No sentimental feeling towards the book. I mean, when I got my Werewolf by Night 32, it means something to me. I mean, that was mine, and I have it. That's a book that is going to be in my family for as long as I can have it in my family. You know, hopefully my kids don't sell it, but, you know. And I think it's a big stain in the comic book community, in my opinion at least, because it's like, you know, you don't love comics, you love money. And I understand people need to make money, but that's why you have other jobs out there. You know, you don't need to be a comic book flipper as your main source of income. So, I do disagree with comic book flipping. Mainly this one guy on YouTube, I keep forgetting his name. It's that big guy with the beard and bald head. He does these he gets all these boxes, mystery boxes, and all these comics, and he literally does not even consider the sentimental worth of the book of himself. Rather goes on Google every time he gets a book and looks up the value. So he mainly just talks about flipping the book and yada yada yada, and yeah, that shouldn't be what it's about. It should be more than that, but that's, you know, that's an endless cycle that you will never win, and I just wanted to give you my opinion on that. And then people selling free books, I don't understand that either, because I saw on the listing on Facebook that someone was selling the free comic book day book, The Absolute Carnage. And it was only like $2, but it's a free book. You know, someone's like, well, what about Umbrella Academy? You know that book was made into a TV show and it got bigger and all this stuff, and you know, it doesn't matter, man. It's a free book. I would never sell a free book ever. You know, so that's mainly what I wanted to talk about, guys. Just get it off my chest a little bit, because sometimes the comic book community can be a little frustrating and whatnot, but yeah, so that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I appreciate anyone who watches the videos. Follow me on my Instagram, the Low Grade Hero, if you guys want. 650 followers. I'm gonna be doing a giveaway. So when I hit 650 followers on my Instagram, I will be doing a giveaway of a Silver Age keybook marble. So follow me, and you might have a chance to win that. So, and then at 1,000 followers, I'm gonna do a mystery package. And I hate mystery packages, but I'm gonna do this pretty awesome. It's gonna be 2 Marvel books, some key books. I might throw in a shirt there, or someone's choosing of a shirt, and then some cool little stuff. So let's hit that road to 1,000. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. Until the next video, will probably be Thursday. I will see you then.